Hello and welcome to the Curious Crow podcast, episode 1. It hasn't got a name yet. That's something we need to iron out. With me today is Chris Borden. Hello.
Hello, mate. You're right.
Hello, and I am Martin William. And today we're going to be talking about lots of different things, including E3.
Yes, indeed we are.
Gran Turismo Sports, talking about Stefan Carl, Friday the 13th, the game, Apple dropping support for their older products, and No Mercy 2017, and I'm building a server because I want to.
And do you know what's amazing about that?
Yeah, go on.
The fact that the only person who really cares about that is you.
Of course I'm the only person that cares about that, Chris. Someone has to, and it may as well be me. Now, so yeah, let's talk first of all then about E3.
Yes.
You had your eyes on it more than I did.
Yeah, I did.
Honest.
I think that's simply because obviously I'm one of the very, very few, well, say very few people, I'm sure there are plenty, but I'm one of those people that doesn't own a next-gen console or gaming PC as of yet.
No.
And so obviously I like to see what's coming out so that my decision can then be swayed a little bit.
I want to be swayed.
I want them to woo me with their products.
Woo. Woo.
Not quite like that. Yeah, it's more of a case of, you know, I'm still undecided on whether I want an Xbox One or a PlayStation 4, and obviously they've brought out the Xbox One X, haven't they?
They have.
Which is actually my first talking point for today.
Okay.
I decided to have a little goozy online because obviously I didn't actually manage to see the much of the Microsoft release.
Right, you didn't see the conference.
No, I didn't manage to see their conference in particular.
Okay.
So I thought I'll goozy around and have a look at a few reviews and stuff, and I managed to find one from Tech Radar.
Yes.
Which they seem to know what they're talking about. I hope so anyway. And they've kind of got a nice little list that kind of helps a little bit because it's they've got a for and against on the machine itself.
Yeah.
So the new console, it's got native 4K gaming.
Okay.
Impressive HDR performance.
Okay.
And Dolby Atmos support.
Now you see, if I'm going to go on the 4, I do have a 4K TV. I do want a 4K Blu-ray player. So for me at this point, the HDR, my TV is not HDR. Now this is the trap.
It is the trap.
So is there any point in me getting it? I don't know. I'm yet to be convinced.
Well, considering the fact that your game console collection grows every time I seem to bloody come round after time.
We're on 43 or something like that at the moment.
Jesus, mate. Do you fancy... I don't suppose you've got any extra PlayStation 4s or Xbox Ones? Okay, then.
I have multiple of a lot of things, but the two things I don't have multiple of, PS4, Xbox One, Wii U, and Switch. I don't have multiples of those, but pretty much everything else I've got.
Okay. But then here are the against... it's expensive,
yes.
Which I also will be talking about in a second. Not all games support extra features.
No, because the old ones still have to run on this stuff.
Well, yeah, exactly.
Still have to run.
And reduced benefit to full HD TV owners.
Yeah. So if you've got a normal 1080p TV, this is going to be...
Yeah.
This is not going to make any difference to you whatsoever.
No, you might as well just get the bog standard Xbox One or Xbox One S.
Get the Xbox One S, because then if you do upgrade, at least you can play about 4K Blu-rays. At least you can do all that stuff.
Well, yeah, exactly. And that's the thing as well. One thing that obviously we need to have a look at in regards to this is the fact that as we were discussing earlier, actually, the games industry, consoles, PCs, all that kind of stuff, we're all moving forward into kind of a new era, as it were, braving an entirely new world,
right?
As it were, because I mean, as you quite rightly pointed out beforehand, technology is moving so fast these days. Yeah. That what was it you said that you're fairly certain is that the PlayStation 5 could be on its way?
I think because we look at the last generation, we're talking 5 years. So that was like 8 years or something stupid like that. But before then, we were having console generations every 5 years. Look at the PlayStation 1, PlayStation 2, PlayStation 3 is the exception to the rule, and you can look at the same for the original Xbox, which as soon as the 360 came out was dropped like a stone in the river.
Definitely. It was stuck in a bag, tied up, and thrown into the river.
I reckon there's a PS5 on the way, but I don't think there's going to be an Xbox 2. That makes sense. I don't think there's going to be an Xbox One replacement. I think they're going to do the whole iterative thing, like your phone.
Yeah.
They're going to make you buy it over and over again every 2 years or whatever, just updating, and then eventually they'll drop support, which we're going to go on and talk about a bit later, actually, speaking of phones and devices,
yeah,
with
definitely.
support being dropped.
Well, do you know what? That's the other thing as well, because obviously one thing that has been noted about the new Xbox One X release is its power increase.
Yes.
They're saying it's the most powerful console on the market. That will be on the market.
You know, PC gamers, the PC master race would argue that's not difficult.
The master race.
They would argue that's not a difficult feat.
Oh yeah, exactly my point. It's just like it might be a more powerful console.
Yeah.
But look at the sheer things, the sheer power of things that people have done with gaming PCs, etc.
I mean, I've got one sat here that's got an AMD Athlon 4-core, 3 gigahertz plus processor, GTX 970, 16 gig of RAM, and it's still kind of more than this thing has, and it cost me back at the time about £500.
Oh, I love my gaming PC.
Tragically, I don't play it enough, but I do love it.
It seems like a waste to me. But
that's my life. Excess and waste.
Well, that's the thing as well, because that stands to reason. I had a look at the prices, and obviously in the UK here, it's stated at a sort of basic price of £449.
That's so much money,
isn't it? Well, that's the thing. I'll get onto that in a second. But in the US, it's $499.
Okay.
And in Australia,
yeah.
It's 649 Australian dollars, which is insane, isn't it? I mean, we can all comment on these things and say, why is it so expensive? Oh, what's the point? Blah blah blah. Obviously, you've got to take into account obviously the manufacturing costs, the labour costs, and everything. But, and this is from my own personal experience as well, I gripe and I moan about all these consoles and things costing so much.
Yes.
However, I'm more than happy to go and try and get a brand new phone that I had nicked from me, which is worth £600. I'm more than willing to put up the money for the front of that. And it's like, and you sit there and think, right, some of these things cost so much, like phones, tiny piece of like metal and plastic that sits in your pocket for most of the day.
Tiny piece of metal.
Oh yes, of course.
Plastic,
it's not a brick. It's not a Nokia.
They're cheap now. I remember a time where a 3310 would cost you, hundreds.
Yeah,
hundreds of pounds.
Exactly. And I suppose at the end of the day, everything is relative. But I'm more than willing to go and spend 600 plus on getting this new phone for me, which I really, really need right now.
Yeah.
But I'm griping about spending 449 on. I think most powerful console on the market.
I think this thing's aimed at a very specific person that's not us, because this is the thing. I've got a decent job. I have an amount of disposable income. Okay, now for 449, what am I getting that's better than the Xbox One? I've got the Xbox One Forza edition. It's sat over there.
Indeed, you do.
And what is the point for me? I do have a 4K television, you're right, and I've got very little that actually is in 4K. Fire TV box and Chromecast UHD. So I've got very little that actually is 4K going into it. Is it worth it? No, I don't think it is.
Probably
because
not,
my TV will upscale, and they're doing, apparently it sort of cheats and does like half a frame at a time or so. Crazy stuff like that. So yeah, I'm not sold yet.
No, do you know what? After watching a few videos and stuff and reading a couple of reviews on the Xbox One X, I'm sat there going, do you know what? I can't really tell what's different. It's like you said just now. Obviously, I don't have a 4K TV, and at my current occupation of ex-student, I don't think I ever will do. Yeah, exactly. An undergraduate. I don't think I ever will own a 4K TV at this point, but other than that, I can't see much benefit.
I can't. I think, as I said, I think it's for a very specific person who has that 4K TV, doesn't want to go get a PC, because let's be honest, a PC's hassle.
Master race.
Master race is hassle. Master race is hassle, because as I said, I built this thing and it's wicked, but I've had problems with it. You have to go make sure the drivers are up to date. You have to deal with Windows. My primary machine's a Mac, so I'm used to that. And as I said, it has its very specific market, but I think this is something bigger. I think it's the beginning of the whole iterative thing.
Yeah, no, I would 100% agree.
So there you go. I mean, we'll come back to it.
Yeah, definitely.
We'll come back to it. So we're looking at the Mario Rabbids game as well. Because I decided to have a look at this, and I was like, new releases people are excited for, and I managed to find a list on Tech Radar, and there's one from The Guardian that I had a look at. But obviously, the one in The Guardian that I found just didn't have enough. Right.
Strangely, there just wasn't enough.
It's nice to see that video games are being covered though in mainstream.
Oh god, yeah.
Publications. If you're not from the UK, The Guardian is a well-respected newspaper. Lefty, but it's well respected nonetheless, and
perfect for us lovely types.
They talk about Anthem, Assassin's Creed, A Way Out, which looks
amazing,
wicked, by the way,
doesn't it?
Beyond Good and Evil 2, which we've been waiting for forever. The Crew 2 with like boat racing and stuff. Dishonored, Death of the Outsider,
which looks awesome. I'm a massive Dishonored fan.
Yeah, The Evil Within 2, Kirby, which no one's
talked about.
I love a Kirby game, because. I'll tell you a story. So my girlfriend was she's not into games. I say was.
God, no, she's not.
Kirby has not cured her. I was playing Overwatch last night and she was just like not interested at all. But she played through Kirby and the Rainbow Paintbrush.
Oh yeah.
She gave it to me in the more difficult moments. It's like having a child. But yeah, it's such an easy game to play.
Yeah.
They're pretty. They're fairly easy. They're fairly fun. I think it's a good introduction,
definitely,
to it. So, I'm excited for that. Kinda. Life is Strange, Before the Storm, Mario and Rabbids, which we're going to talk about in a moment. Metro Exodus. Did you play Metro last night?
I didn't know.
No, I didn't
the Metro games have never held much interest for me, if I'm honest.
Monster Hunter World.
That looks cool.
If you like Monster Hunter, you're going to love it, I'm sure. Ori and the Will of the Wisps, mate.
He dries check.
Can't see. Skull and Bones, which is a
awesome
pirate game, which people were asking for. Wolfenstein 2, the new Colossus. I am very excited for, because we both played through that game.
Yeah,
loved
indeed
it.
We have. Yeah,
I played it on the PS4 and found it great. You played it on the PS3.
Xbox 360.
Xbox 360. It was great. See, I liked that little period where you were getting stuff on both, because we could talk about stuff. Yoshi, another Yoshi game coming out on the Switch. The last one was fine.
Well, this is the thing, because obviously a lot of those games are on the list that I've got, but for those of you who might not know what E3 is, it's the world's biggest annual gaming expo in Los Angeles, and it happened this year on June 13th to the 15th.
Started in 1995.
Indeed,
the first one held the launch of the PlayStation 1.
Which I'm sure lots of people remember fondly. The PlayStation 1. I love that console.
I've got two of them.
I know you do. I've got a new one. Oh, well, a new one. Well, I've got one now.
A gift from a very handsome man.
Well, this is the thing, because obviously there are lots and lots of game developers, main kind of all the people that release consoles and stuff, and just loads of techies. But obviously, if you want to have a look at some of that yourself, just go to www.techradar.com/news/E3 2017.
Okay, Tech Radar again.
Tech Radar. Oh yeah.
Nice one, Tech Radar.
Well, do you know what? They're very, very good when it comes to this kind of stuff. So Nintendo. These are some of the titles that following developers and stuff are releasing. So Nintendo, Metroid Prime 4 for the Nintendo Switch.
Yeah, nothing really announced on that one yet.
No, exactly, which is a shame, but still.
Yeah, nothing really announced, but it is coming.
Yeah.
People are very excited about it.
Yeah, definitely. Super Mario Odyssey.
Again, very excited for that.
Yep. Zelda Breath of the Wild is getting 2 DLCs.
Yeah, that was announced before, but we had no idea when they were coming. Now we've got some dates on them.
Exactly.
I'll be honest with you. Everyone's gushing over Breath of the Wild.
Yeah.
And they have been, and rightfully so. It's a good game. But I'll tell you something. I'm probably going to get hate for this. It's not for me. I sent it back.
Okay. Oh.
No, I didn't send it back. I sold it.
Oh, okay.
It's not for me. And I've never been into Zelda games. I know it's a masterpiece. Playing it, I know it's a masterpiece. But there are several things. I didn't have the time to dedicate to it. And I didn't have the willing And that's my problem. I know that's a problem with me.
No, well, to be fair, mate, that's like me with driving games.
Yeah,
that's,
you've got to commit.
Everyone's got their preferences.
Yeah.
And still on the Nintendo, they're also bringing Rocket League to the Nintendo Switch.
Oh, come on,
which is going to be incredible because you love a bit of Rocket League.
I do love
we all do.
But it's kind of like, for me, and here's a terrible admission I have to make. Got it on the PSN or PS Plus, but it was a free game, wicked, and then I bought it on PC. I paid for it twice. And, well, I say pay for it. Yeah, I kind of have, I suppose.
Yeah.
Paid for it twice. Do I want it a third time? I don't know.
Maybe. It depends. See, obviously, each console offers a brand new take on a game that's
I like that they're taking Rocket League with me. Yeah. But if I go to a place like my work, for instance, I don't get free Wi-Fi there.
No, you don't.
They don't give us Wi-Fi because they're tight. They don't give us Wi-Fi. Well, they probably want us to do some work.
Probably. I can't blame them on that one.
Yeah.
So, moving on to Sony.
Yes.
Sony. They've got their Spider-Man release, which is going to looks awesome.
It does look awesome. I hope it's like Spider-Man 2 on the PS2.
Yep, same. Call of Duty WW2.
Who cares?
It's just another one, isn't it?
Yes, another one.
Destiny 2, which looks fairly good. I'm quite looking forward to it.
I was into the first one for a bit, and then obviously time happened, and I just lost interest.
That's fair. And then a new piece, well, not tech as such, but from Sony, obviously Sony PlayLink bringing together mobile and console gaming.
Yeah.
And I've got a quote from them here. Sony PlayLink is a new collection of smartphone controlled games designed to entertain the whole family, including those who might not usually play games. Titles include That's You, Hidden Agenda, Frantics, Knowledge is Power, and SingStar Celebration.
They've done SingStar with a mobile phone for a long time.
Oh, yeah.
Let's make that clear. But have you ever played the Jackbox games?
No.
Jackbox Fight games. Our pal Turkey has them. They're actually installed on my PS4. I can't play them because I need his account. But one day you'll play them, and it's kind of like that. The Jackbox Party games, they got stuff like You Don't Know Jack and Drawful and stuff like that. And you hook up your phone to it, and it means you can have up to like 8 people playing this game.
Yeah.
And it's super cool. Really super cool.
Sounds fun.
Yeah, so that sounds exciting.
Ubisoft obviously have Far Cry 5 coming out.
Ubisoft.
Mario plus Rabbids, as we said earlier, and AC Origins,
which looks interesting.
Yes, it does. I'm looking forward to Assassin's Creed Origins. Actually, that does look like a
Assassin's
good game.
Creed Oranges.
PC gaming show. Now this one was interesting because the original Age of Empires apparently is getting a reboot.
Nice on Microsoft,
which is fantastic because I personally don't, because I would class it as an RTS.
Yeah, it's a real-time strategy game.
I quite like Age of Empires myself.
And you have the hardware to run the original.
Well, yeah, exactly.
Because I think any PC built post-2007 could run.
Then there's Forza Motorsport 7, which I'm not particularly interested in, personally. Yeah, I know you're excited. Heavy breathing.
I'm debating on buying the Ultimate Edition, but you can only get it a game in the UK, and they won't tell me how much it's going to be yet.
Yeah.
This is the problem with pre-ordering. And our friend Matt will tell us off as using the term pre-order, because you're not pre-ordering it, you're ordering it, okay? But I won't pre-purchase. That's fairer. I won't pre-purchase something if I don't know how much it's going to cost.
True.
And they won't tell me.
Very true.
But I want it. But they won't tell. You see my conundrum?
Yeah, I can see your conundrum.
But yes, very excited about that. I've been playing loads of Forza Horizon 3, which we're going to talk about in a minute.
No one cares.
I care. I care.
They've also got Lawbreakers coming out on PC as well, which looks awesome.
Nice.
Bethesda. Again, what's made me laugh? Well, not made me laugh, which I'm kind of excited for. Obviously, Nintendo Switch is getting Skyrim.
Woo!
They're getting a port from a Skyrim port, which is awesome.
Never really cared for Skyrim, but I might now.
You should do, because it's a great laugh, especially. I used to be an adventurer like you, then I took an arrow to the knee. Anyway, carrying on. Obviously, Wolfenstein 2, we also talked about, Shadow of the Colossus, which looks amazing, and The Evil Within.
Yes.
Moving on swiftly, Microsoft, obviously the Xbox One X was announced, Forza 7 for it, and Anthem. Anthem looks like a brilliant game.
EA, right? It's an EA game.
Yes.
Where is it? I've got it here somewhere. Hang on a minute. It's kind of like Destiny, isn't it?
Do you know what? I would say possibly, but it's not EA. It is BioWare.
Is not EA BioWare?
Yeah, EA BioWare.
So they're owned by EA.
Yeah. Well, nitpicking.
It says on the Guardian website, the latest adventure from BioWare, Edmonton, the studio behind Mass Effect and Dragon Age titles.
Both great games.
Co-op online shooter pitching elite troops named Freelancers. Out of a safe city onto an inhospitable planet to shoot monsters. They said elevator pitch, Destiny meets Titanfall.
Do you reckon? Oh, okay.
Now, first Destiny, as I said, with Destiny 2 coming out, I liked it, but I didn't stay with it. And I think if you're going to play those games, you stay with them.
Oh, yeah, definitely. I did.
Yeah, you did.
Even though, Destiny, my copy of Destiny is now something like 4 years out of date because it won't. There are no updates for it.
Yeah, because they gave up on the PS3
and Xbox 360. Yeah. Wow, it's dying.
So sad.
But yeah, Anthem for me, Anthem looks like a fantastic game.
Yeah.
And then moving on to EA. Obviously, Star Wars Battlefront 2.
EA Sports. It's in the game.
Yeah, EA with Star Wars Battlefront 2, which do you know what? I actually really like the two original Battlefronts on the PlayStation 2.
On the PlayStation 2.
Which were fantastic games. But I also really liked, for the next-gen console, Battlefront 1. For the first Battlefront that they brought to next-gen consoles.
I like it. Our friend Turkey plays it a lot.
Yeah. He's very good at it.
Because he's very good at it. He's also into Star Wars.
He's very into Star Wars, but I'm
into Star Wars too, obviously. But,
yeah. But at the same time, I mean, look at him with a sniper. He's a git. He's dangerous. I hate him.
We played GTA Online last night. He and I played GTA Online, and he kicked my ass so hard.
Did he?
He kicked it into next week. He's terrible. You'll be just driving along. You go, oh, do you want to lift? And they just car explodes. Yep. And then you start a deathmatch and it costs you thousands of GTA dollars just battling the guy.
Do you know what? I really wish I was as callous. Well, I was able to be so precious with my game money as I am with real money.
I was talking about Forza Horizon, but I was spending yesterday I bought a Corvette and an Aston Martin, and the day before that I bought a Ferrari.
See,
I wish I had that much money in real life.
Yeah, wouldn't it be nice? They've also got another driving game, which actually I'd kind of be into getting. Need for Speed Paycheck.
Now, this seems a little bit more like old Need for Speed. I thought the Need for Speed that came out last year, I thought that was going to be like Need for Speed Underground, which, for the record, I loved. I still love. I'll play it. Like, you give it to me now, it's dated, obviously.
The soundtrack alone
is amazing.
Riders of the Storm.
Yes. It's such a great game. And I thought the new Need for Speed would be like that, and it's got these cheesy cutscenes and stuff like that. Some people like that, but I just don't. So, here's my problem. It looks a bit like Burnout as well. Here's my problem: is I'm cautiously optimistic, but I will not be purchasing.
Yeah, that makes sense. And finally, excuse me. Okay? Yeah, sorry.
Don't die.
I breathed wrong. I can't breathe.
You've been doing it for a long time now.
Only 23 years. There's time for me to mess it up. Yeah,
of course.
And the last one from EA on my list is one that I really don't care about, and that's FIFA, because in my mind, FIFA's the one that kind of, it's a bit like Call of Duty, released every year, same difference, same thing.
You could put any FIFA on PS4 in front of me and I wouldn't be able to tell you what's what. Well, not into football.
Exactly.
We need a good rugby game.
Oh yeah, I don't suppose you remember during the PS2 years, they used to release quite a lot of rugby games. I
played Rugby 2004 a lot.
Yeah, so did I, actually. And it's the customizable characters where you could put yourself in the game.
Oh, I put myself in there.
Oh yeah. Who didn't?
Are we done with E3?
Yeah, I think we're done with it.
Not quite.
Okay.
You can still know. Running order. Gran Turismo Sport is coming. Still no date. Thanks a lot, boys. Forza 7 is coming. There is a date on that one. Going to coincide with the Xbox One X launch, which, we were saying about the Xbox One S, Xbox One X, sorry. But having been reminded of the fact that Forza's come with it, it's almost tempting because it'll be wicked on there. I'm sure it will look amazing. Forza series, they're good at cranking them out, I'll tell you that. I think they get different studios to work on the Horizon series.
Possibly.
We'll talk about that as well in a bit. Are we done with E3?
Yeah, I think we're definitely done with E3 on this regard. But obviously, do you know what? I think there's a lot of stuff out there that's coming out that's very, very exciting, especially if you're into your games.
Yeah.
And, I mean, for me personally, because I'm quite a story-driven kind of player. I like a good story.
Yeah.
And I kind of, I like the first person shooters and everything as well. I mean, they're great especially if you want to blow off steam, etc. But if you give me a game, if you sit me down and go, right, here's a game with a huge storyline, it'll take you 6 weeks to finish. I'll be well happy. So there's a lot of exciting stuff I think that's coming out for it.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
I'm excited too. I think that Nintendo probably won, if you ask me, because they surprised everyone with actually coming out with stuff after such the drought that was the Wii U. And Microsoft, I think they did a fairly good job. Crackdown 3's coming and stuff like that. But I think Sony really didn't talk about much. They didn't.
No.
The Last of Us 2. They didn't really tell us any more about Gran Turismo Sport. They didn't really tell us anything about the games that I'm interested in, which is a big shame.
Me. Well, this is. Do you know what? This is the thing. The last thing I will say on this is I reckon the reason Sony didn't release much this year is possibly because next year they're going to have a big announcement. They're going to have something huge.
Right. PS5?
Either PS5 or there's going to be some sort of innovative technology that wraps up with a VR feel.
They've got PSVR. They have got a lot of games coming out for it as well.
Exactly.
Skyrim's going to be PSVR, as is Fallout 4.
Exactly. And do you know what? Sony VR actually has been going incredibly well.
Not bad
thus far.
Yeah, the grand series.
But I do think that next year is going to be Sony's year where they go, right, here's a load of new games, here's some new tech, go.
Yeah, maybe.
I'm hoping so.
Maybe.
Anyway.
Moving on to some news of a sadder nature.
Yeah, indeed.
Stephan Stephanson. You'll be right to maybe not know the name, but he played Robbie Rotten in the kids show Lazy Town. Unfortunately, it's been revealed that he's in the final stages of cancer, and it is terminal, which is very sad news, because you might not know the name, but if you have been on the internet at all, you know there are lots of memes, the "We Are Number One" memes and stuff like that. And despite his GoFundMe page raising like $114,000 to give him time and not have to worry about the financial stresses, unfortunately, despite all of this, it is going to be terminal for him, and we're expecting at some point him to talk to us, to the public, but very sad news. And of course, it's not happy to mention on the first podcast, but
it's news all the same.
We feel like we have to talk about it.
Yeah, exactly. Well, this is the thing. Obviously, myself and Martin are both huge fans of the "We Are Number One" memes.
Oh yeah, I don't know what it is.
Do you know, I think it's because the song itself is so catchy.
Also, it's the creativity of the people who then take that stuff. And,
exactly.
Like the Donald Trump one and stuff like that.
Yeah.
There's a guy on YouTube called Grande, I think his name is, and he does loads of stuff with it. But yeah.
Do you know what? This is the thing, because I think a load of people who have been putting these memes together of "We Are Number One" and. Is it you? No, it's not "You Are a Pirate." That's something completely different.
Cooking by the Book.
Cooking by the Book is another one. Yeah.
How do I know this stuff?
I don't know, mate. I think it's you're up on your media.
Memes are dreams.
Memes are dreams. Don't let your dreams be memes.
That's right.
Yeah. I honestly think that. Well, from what I heard the other day from someone, it might have been an unreputable source, I'm not sure, or it could have been just me dreaming it, I'm not sure.
Okay.
But obviously some of the money that's been made from these memes being created is actually been being passed on to Stephan. Yeah,
and also you'll look at many of the videos and you'll see links in the bottom for the GoFundMe page and stuff like that. But yeah, we just wanted to mention it, and obviously we're wishing Stephan Stephanson the best. We hope that it's as good as it can be. It's never easy to deal with terminal cancer. I myself, my uncle recently passed away with it, and so we feel the pain, and we hope his family are okay. We hope that
100%.
We hope that what can be done is done, and he can be as comfortable as possible. Let's move on then. To talk about something a little bit different. Friday the 13th, the video game. Haven't played it. Seen lots of videos about it. What do you think? Have you seen any stuff about it?
I've seen a few gameplays. Yes.
Yes.
One of my favourite YouTube channels. Actually, I think I've been playing it recently.
Which one?
Funhouse.
Funhouse. Of course.
But I love Funhouse. They made me laugh.
They make so much good stuff. Funhouse.
Some of the content is kind of questionable if you're below the ages of 18.
Questionable.
Below the ages of 18, but obviously because I'm not, it's hilarious.
Yes.
I find the boys and Elise at Funhouse, incredibly funny.
They are good. And the amount of content, we were saying this earlier, the amount of content they crank out is just unbelievable.
Isn't it? And obviously they're very good at what they do.
Of course.
Not necessarily good at video games, as they've previously stated themselves, but
they enjoy them. That's
exactly.
That's what matters.
Except Lawrence, because he is the quintessential gamer. But yeah, obviously I've seen some gameplay of Friday the 13th from them, but that's literally it. So tell me a little bit more.
I've heard that this game is deeply broken. The servers don't work properly, and it's technically a bad game. It's like 50 something on Metacritic. It's not a good game. But I've seen footage and I've heard other people talking about it, including the Player One podcast that I'm a big fan of, and IGN UK podcast, which I'm another big fan of. I heard them talking about it and they're saying it's amazing. Now here's the question, Chris.
Yes.
On the PlayStation Store, it's £30.99.
Okay.
As we record this, is payday tomorrow. I have no money right now, but do we drop it?
Yes, I think we do. I'm
going to spend money. I don't like this.
I'm gonna be the bad influence
and say tomorrow afternoon I should purchase this game.
Yes, I think you should, and then obviously some gameplay footage will then follow from us at some point.
Okay, so expect to see that coming soon on the YouTube channel. Speaking of the YouTube channel, this podcast is sort of like the first step to creating regular content.
Indeed, it is.
We want to make stuff. And we've made some stuff before, and it's faced criticism, and it's also, since our popularity, we're learning. We want to be better. We want to do this. We're not doing it for money. We're doing it for fun. Okay, so please remember that. We're not doing it for money. We're doing it for fun. Let's talk about Apple then. So they've recently dropped support for a load of devices.
Indeed.
My iPad is one of those devices.
Me.
I just want to say, while I have this form to do it, because I do radio and stuff, but it'd be unprofessional for me to talk about it on the radio.
Yeah.
You guys are bastards. Absolute bastards. Why are you doing this to me? Because I'm not going to buy another one, guys. I'm not getting tricked again. I'm not buying another one. I don't use it enough. I'm being sensible for once in my life.
Sensible.
I'm being sensible. So you are losing out from a customer who is spending money in your app store, yo. Do one.
And yet, not being funny, mate, it's still your main machine is a Mac, and your phone.
I reckon it's a matter of time before they drop support for that and all.
And your phone is an iPhone.
Yeah,
isn't
but that
it?
Could change next time round.
Could it?
I like the idea of the Nexus. I like the S8.
Oh.
We'll see. I've got a bit of time with that. But the reason why I had the iPhone is because it worked with my iPad. It works with my Mac, right? And if they stop doing that, I'm done. There's no need anymore. The Mac, I think I will always have a Mac in my life.
Yeah.
But I think what I'm more likely to do is buy the cheapest Mac I can just to do audio editing on, because that's what I use to edit this on. And I'll probably just beef up my PC and have an amazing experience that way. I feel like Apple's lost its innovation.
Do you know what?
Yeah.
I love it when you get angry and passionate about these things.
It just annoys me
I
so
love
much.
it.
It annoys me so much. So Apple, knock it off. I can understand why. The iPad's a few years old, and it's
well, they've got to start moving on with stuff, man.
They've got to force me to buy another one, basically. Yeah.
Soon enough, we will have hologram watches. And
it's got a 32-bit processor. They're upgrading to 65-bit.
Okay.
So, No Mercy.
Yes.
No Mercy. Now, I promised the final total, didn't I?
You did, yeah.
In our running order. So you don't know about this. We did a thing called No Mercy
Easter.
In the Easter time. And I originally had a goal to raise 400 quid. Well, we had a goal to raise 400 quid. We played Overwatch for 24 hours in aid of Macmillan Cancer Support. Great charity. Amazing.
The event itself was incredibly difficult.
Yes.
There were points where we both lost our sanity.
Yes.
And things just started flying out. Like, what was our favourite impression, Martin?
Mel B of Bose Selector.
Oh, you bastards.
Oh, chuffing muff. So yeah, we actually in the end have raised £1,010,
which actually is 144% over our last
I
target.
put the target up to 700 and we went away over because I put all the cash donations in and stuff like that. You can still technically donate. I'm going to leave it open a bit longer. I just keep leaving it open. Go to nomercy24.co.uk, but I'm calling this the final total.
Yeah, definitely.
It will be happening again.
Oh, for sure.
We don't know what we're doing. We don't know if anyone's going to join us. We don't know how we're going to do it, but we're thinking maybe there might be 3 of us, doing separate streams, but at the same time in the same room. We're not sure how we're going to do it yet. We'd like to say we're going to do it with, audio across all of them. But last time, I'll be honest, the technical challenge of getting 2 consoles on the same stream was hard.
Wasn't it?
And I had problems literally just before we went live with sound. And luckily, the actual stream itself was flawless. Yes, there wasn't a single technical issue.
Well, other than the BT man having a fiddle.
BT. Normally they're great. My internet very rarely goes down, but it chose then to go down. I can't get angry at that.
Oh no. Well, they got it back on as quickly as they could.
I've got angry about other stuff before.
Oh yeah, of course.
Not that. But yeah, so it worked really well. But so we don't know what we're doing in the future. We don't know what we're going to do.
We need to find ourselves an office for the next one.
Storage. I told you, storage unit. Storage unit with Wi-Fi.
Rent it out for 2 days.
Yeah, why not? I keep toying with the idea of building a studio in a storage unit.
Do you know what? I would actually quite enjoy that because it'd actually give me somewhere to go and do some work and stuff. No, hide. No, it'd give me, because obviously we've got one of our other features that we plan to do on the channel. It's called Challenge Chris.
Yes, the first one is in production.
Indeed, it is. I'm having some real troubles with it.
I've done my bit. That's all I'm saying.
You have done your bit, and I'm currently in the process of doing all the.
I've not just done my bit once. I've done my bit twice.
Yes, indeed, you have. I haven't opened up it. I haven't opened up the second one.
But I haven't done the video for it yet. So
no, well, exactly. Well, this is the thing, because I'm still in the process of editing the first one.
Yes.
So
the idea is, the premise is I send Chris a game in the post. I don't need to do that anymore.
No, you don't.
You've moved back, but I had fun. I had fun posting stuff to Chris while he was in Wales. So yeah, I post him a game with a little video explaining what the game is. I could be an utter dick, or I could be totally fair. I think in the first one I've been all right.
In the first one you were all right.
In the second one I've been all right as well.
Yeah, it's the third one. I suppose.
Watch that one.
Oh God, okay. Well, this is the thing as well, because actually something that you don't know, a new addition to the rules has been added.
But it's my all right, go on.
It's our thing. It's nothing.
Just play your clothes off.
No,
I'm going to insist on the webcam.
Oh God, no. No, I don't want to scar people. No, it's a case of, and it's something that's brought up because obviously the name of the thing is Challenge Chris.
Yes.
So every game that you send me or someone else gives me to play,
yes,
I have to play it on the hardest difficulty.
We're never going to get this episode. Let's move on then to stuff that we have been enjoying. Games we've been playing, movies we've been watching, music we've been listening to. Overwatch.
Of course.
I've been doing a lot of Overwatch.
I'm sure you have. It's been. I haven't played it since since Easter. Yeah, since No Mercy.
Overwatch is really good. I don't know if I can say anything about it that hasn't already been said, but it's so good. I love it so much. I watched The Founder. I went and saw it at the cinema. The Founder is the story of Ray Kroc, who is the guy who started McDonald's. Well, no, he didn't start McDonald's. I'm not going to ruin the film. You can all Wikipedia this if you want to ruin it for yourself. But he sort of took the McDonald's concept, and it's about him and his life. And you think that'd be really boring, but it isn't. Michael Keaton is in it, who is also the new baddie in the new Spider-Man film. Michael Keaton's in it, and he is wicked good. The whole film is really good. When I saw it in the cinema, I immediately went and got a McDonald's. It was like, and I come out of the cinema, get in the car, go to McDonald's. That is exactly what happened. Like, it's literally instant. Like, go get McDonald's.
Product placement right there, isn't it? Really?
I don't know if it is, because it doesn't necessarily portray.
Let's not discuss that. We can save that for another one.
For me,
for another podcast.
The Lego Batman movie. It's still in its cellophane. It's right there in its cellophane. Look at it.
It actually is, mate. Honestly, the amount of things that you have that are still in their cellophane.
All
wrap.
That stuff stacked up there is stuff that's waiting to be played or put away.
Oh, good God.
Yeah.
Oh.
I don't know what's on that pile.
And you also have
some chocolate Brazil nuts.
Some chocolate Brazil nuts, which are looking mighty tempting. I do like me a chocolate Brazil nut.
You can have them.
Oh,
I was given them.
Oh, right, I'm having them.
You can have them.
I'm having them.
And I've been also playing Forza Horizon 3 Hot Wheels.
I love a driving game.
I'll tell you what, right? We've got some video that's going to be over the top of this. I am going to put Forza Horizon 3 Hot Wheels on this.
Do you know what? You can do that, mate, honestly, because if I'm listening to this, I'm not going to be watching it.
No, but if you are watching it, you'll see Forza Horizon 3 Hot Wheels. Or I might just not have time to do that and put a graphic up instead. You'll know before I do. I think.
Probably.
Well, you'll know before we do right now.
Yeah.
Chris.
And finally, I do you know what? Since I've come home, I've been looking for
Since you come out.
Come home.
Come
home. Leave me alone. I am not gay. Nothing that not that there's anything wrong with that, but
Absolutely
I am not
not.
gay. Just to put it out there, Martin Tin. Yeah, well, for instance, since I've come home from Wales, I've been really looking for something to kind of, have some creative outlet with that didn't require editing, and for my laptop not to...
I was about to say, Curious Grow!
And for my laptop to not, blow up every 5 seconds.
Yes.
And turn off because the heat sinks off.
Yes.
Oh, Lord, and heaven above. I don't know what happened there.
That's because you lost your headphones.
It was that was my fault. Yeah, so I thought, do you know what? I'll load up my Xbox and see what I've got, because I haven't played it in months.
360.
Indeed. And the first thing I come across, other than Dark Souls, because I played that a lot at uni, and I really wish I hadn't, because it was really aggravating.
Did you do a review of that?
Not yet.
No.
No,
What was it you did a
that'll be
review
to
of?
come.
A review of something in the same sort of vein.
Dragon Age.
That
was last year.
Okay, a comment. You didn't actually tell us what you thought of the game. I think that was the comment.
Yeah, that was the comment.
Whoever you are,
but yeah,
we like criticism, but do be nice to us, please.
But yeah, so since I come back, I started playing Minecraft again.
Woohoo.
I know loads of people are going to be sat there going, "Oh, another Minecraft one," because obviously there are a lot of people who play Minecraft and put it on YouTube.
Yeah.
Like, "Oh, look at this! I managed to build a machine that builds cobblestone and stuff."
It is like so tempting as a creator, as we want to be. We're aspiring to be creators. It is so tempting just to do some Minecraft videos,
isn't it?
But I want to resist that urge.
Definitely,
because, as you said, there are so many people out there doing it. I want to do something different.
Exactly.
Don't get me wrong, it's a great game.
Oh, it's a fantastic game.
And I'm not saying I would never do that, but that's never going to be our focus.
No, definitely not. But this is the thing. Because unlike the things you've done this week, I've not necessarily enjoyed my Minecraft experience, because at one point I was sat there for 4 hours waiting for it to update, and I understand obviously
4 hours.
Yeah, I understand there's a backlog of updates that are probably ready to go, and at my house we have BT Infinity. Really, really good. Same as you.
30 odd megasecond.
Fairly, it's very, very, very rare that it messes up. And it took. I turned on my Xbox, went, I'll play Minecraft. Hit it button, and boop, update required.
And you went,
okay, fine.
Thinking it'd be quick.
Yeah, thinking, because with Minecraft before, it's actually been very quick.
Oh, that and 360 updates. These days tend not to be long.
Exactly. And I was sat there. I was like, oh, okay, it's going at a snail's pace. Oh no, I'll listen to some music for a little bit. Hour later, look back at the screen, still nothing, still updating, and I'm like, oh, for God's sake, okay. So I then go downstairs, make myself a cup of tea, what have you, talk to my parents, have a conversation with my little sister.
Yeah.
Go back upstairs, and it's not even halfway done yet. So I go, right, okay, I'm going out for a couple of hours anyway, so when I come back, hopefully it'll be updated. Come back a couple hours later, it only just finishes as I walk into my room. So I'm sat there going, right, it's taken 4 hours. 4 hours for these updates. And then yesterday, it decided to update again. It took another half hour.
How?
Why? No idea. I appreciate that. Mojang, probably, they've added loads of new stuff, like for one of my favourite things.
To the 360 version?
Yeah, to the 360
version. That surprises me.
Well, do you know what's made me happy?
Maybe the Mac version needs an update.
Probably. But do you know what one of my favourite things that they've added is?
Go on.
They've added rideable llamas.
And what does a llama sound like?
No, that's not how that's
I'm
actually not how that sounds.
I'm going to take that clip out and I'm going to use it somewhere else.
Please.
You watch. We've got an intro that's coming. You'll see it soon. And it's some like lovely clouds. I'm just going to have over the front of that. In fact, you may have seen it in the Sony Radio unboxing. That's another thing we're doing. We're branching out. We're making different stuff.
Well, do you know, I can see it now. We're changing the entire name of this channel.
Oh,
it's
yeah.
called Lazy Llamas.
Lazy Llamas.
So every time that it comes up on the screen,
oh my God.
Better than alpacas who just hum.
I'll pack your bags if you do that.
Awful. So yeah.
So yeah, you played some Minecraft eventually after 4 hours.
I played some, and do you know what? I didn't do the standard of what our group of friends tend to do on creative things by
dick about,
yeah,
and blow each other's stuff up.
Yeah, I didn't do that. Instead, I'm actually trying to make something pretty, and I was experimenting with it and everything.
Is it a mural of me?
You're not pretty, mate.
This is an audio podcast.
Exactly my point.
For now,
is that
you might do video.
Let's put it this way: you have a face for radio. Anyway, it's all right, mate. So do I. But yeah, I decided that instead, because do you know what I found?
Go on.
You know how you have mob spawners, which obviously make all the monsters and stuff appear.
Yeah, you normally find them in like mines,
caves and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I was thinking, can I make one myself? And using some dispensers and all that kind of stuff and eggs in creative mode.
Yes.
You can make one yourself. That does rely rapid fire monster creation.
Oh, okay.
And so I built this huge runway with a tower at one end and a little house at the other, and loaded up 3 dispensers with zombie eggs.
Okay.
It launched. It's great. At night time, and basically the objective is to get from, it's a bit like a tower run kind of thing, so you've got to get from one end.
Yeah.
Got a bow and arrows, sword, leather armor. You've got to make it from one end to the other.
Well, that's pretty cool, like a horde mode.
Yeah. And
you've made your own horde mode.
Yeah,
horde
and
mode.
they horde mode.
You made a horde mode.
And they all chase you, and it's great because obviously some of the sounds that the zombies in Minecraft make are terrifying, especially now that they can have little baby zombies that chase you, and they're really quick. And
do they spawn from the same eggs?
No, they do, yeah.
That's pretty funny.
But I think the zombies actually also produce them because there weren't any of them before. It's terrifying. So especially when you open.
I need to have a go at this. You know what? I have Minecraft on pretty much everything. I think I'll call it my toaster. But I don't have Minecraft on the 360. Maybe I should get it just so I can play this.
I think you should. I think it would be a great laugh. It would be a really, really good laugh.
I want to buy another copy of mine. How much is it? Let's have a look. You carry on. I'm gonna go on eBay.
But yeah, obviously, they've got with the Minecraft updates, they brought in loads of new features as well. They brought in a skeletal horse, which, when you look at the description, says a horse that's been struck by lightning, and that's why it's a skeleton, and it's still living.
Right.
It still goes back. And actually, speaking of the zombie babies, because I did a trial run of my zombie run.
Yeah.
And I got into the door. Well, got to the little house at the other end. Opened the metal door. As it was closing, little zombie baby.
Yeah.
Gets in through the door, but it's riding a chicken.
Yes, I've seen that. I've seen that. It made me laugh a lot.
It's really terrifying.
Minecraft for the Xbox 360 is £5. Free collection in person. Oh, I don't have to go. Gotta go to Hastings. Look at Hastings to collect this thing.
Mate, you could just pop into a shop, man.
No chance. Story mode's cheaper than actual Minecraft. Let's have a look. Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Lots of copies of story mode on here.
No, there would be, mate. I'm sure.
Is it because it's rubbish? I've never
Possibly.
played it.
I've never played it. I couldn't pass comment.
The cheapest I can find Xbox 360 Minecraft is £10.
Well, that's still pretty good.
Let's see if they got it in CX or something. Anyway, do you know what I didn't mention earlier?
What?
I want to build a server.
Oh, yes, you do.
I do. And I want to build it because I watched this video on a YouTube channel I like called Linus Tech Tips. Canadian guys, and they do stupid stuff on computers. And I really like it because I myself am somewhat of a PC builder, PC master race. And so I want to build a server. So I found on eBay there's a server that's £70. It's a HP one, and I'm thinking it's got 2 quad-core Intel Xeons, 32 gigs of RAM for £70. No drive though, and if it's got a PCIe on it, I could put a graphics card on it. Maybe I can have a beast gaming rig for like 150 quid.
If that's the case, then mate, you can give me your old one.
No chance. You can buy the server from me. If not, I'm going to turn it into a NAS so I can have all my junk stored on a network.
Standard.
Maybe I'll host my own website on it. Who knows?
Well, just that. Do you know what? That's the other thing.
It's hosted by someone else at the minute.
Obviously, your all these plans and stuff.
Yes.
And you're giving all these techie info bits.
Yes.
I'm pretty sure that the majority of people who listen to this, if people listen to this,
Yes.
will not understand a bloody word you're
So
saying.
basically, a server is like it's a computer that dishes out information to other computers. It's like a hub, as it were. So this is going to either be a storage, so I can put my files on it over the network, so I don't have to like plug in a USB. I can just do it from any machine in my house, or it's going to be a beast gaming rig with like
Either way,
effectively equivalent to 8 CPU cores of Xeon, which would be really good, and 32 gigabytes of RAM memory and no hard drive though. So here's the funny thing: eBay, I found a cheap 32 gig SSD for 20 quid,
standard.
and if you just put in the OS on it, that's enough. And then you just put a big SATA hard drive in there or whatever. So yeah, I don't know why I'm doing this thing. If anyone has any tips, let me know. Let me know if anyone's got any tips. So
we're going to be moving on now to some other news of the week, aren't we?
As we call it, also in the news. Car horns.
Oh God,
Did I upset you?
No.
Do they annoy you?
Not particularly, unless I'm sleeping.
This is a story on the Metro website.
Indeed.
If you can't stand the sound of harsh, stressful sound of a blaring car horn, you're not alone. But cities could be about to get a lot quieter after a team of researchers came up with a far more pleasant alternative. After testing a range of different sounds, the team from Songsil University in Seoul, South Korea, found one resembling a duck's quack that would do the job perfectly. Plus, it's much more pedestrian-friendly than loud, angry horns, they decided. The scientists remodeled the classic klaxon ooga sound of the car horn introduced back in 1908, created a noise like a synthesized duck that could get people's attention in a less stressful way. What do we think about this?
I think it's pretty cool because the lead researcher, Professor Mungjin Bei, said, in our study we used the existing history klaxon sound source but made some modifications concerning its volume and rhythm with duration time by adding a power controller. Our new klaxon sound can immediately alert the pedestrians of the danger while also reducing the unpleasantness and stress of the sound. Crucially, the quacking horn still does its job of alerting people to danger but does so without being irritating, and that
I think people, if you live in like a city centre or a town centre, that's gonna be great for you,
isn't it?
You're gonna love that.
Can you imagine walking through London and all of a sudden you're like, okay, and the speeding car like wah.
At least more like a, isn't it?
Well, it is in the moment, but
it's going to be more of a.
I've misunderstood it then, because honestly, the idea I had in my head of a car just going whack and it's actually sounding like a duck was really amusing to me.
Right.
It was very, very amusing, because I love the idea of all car horns being changed and have them all going whack, whack, and just like different pictures of ducks.
Do you mean like changed legally? So my horn's an Aylesbury duck. my horn's a Wiltshire duck or whatever. And my horn doesn't give a duck.
My horn sounds like a wooden duck.
My horn sounds like a rubber duck.
And my duck
doesn't
my
give
duck.
A,
My, I don't even have a duck because I don't drive.
Horn on your bus.
Yeah, or the peasant wagon.
Wagon.
Yeah, well, there's nothing wrong with the bus, but geez,
everything's wrong with the bus. There's nothing wrong with the bus except everything.
Yeah, pretty much. But yeah, I found the news story really, really funny. It just really amused me.
Yeah, because you just find it funny. Do you want to know something a bit rude?
Oh God!
If you're under the age of 18, you might want to look away now, which is code for I'm going to talk about something to do with something naughty.
Oh dear!
And it's again on the Metro website.
Sure.
It's going to be a great source for this sort of stuff. A woman has spoken about having a sex toy removed from her backside after it got stuck when the man she was having sex with got excited and pushed it in too hard. Emily Georgia, not her full name, 20, was taken to hospital and almost ended up with a colostomy bag after the stainless steel sex toy vanished inside her.
God.
After attempts to manually retrieve it failed, Emily said the man suggested leaving it in to naturally work its way out and then left, claiming he had work early the following morning. That's such a man response. That's such a male response.
Oh God.
And there's a picture of an X-ray showing it.
No.
There.
That's horrific.
Oh, went up very way, didn't it?
Yeah.
It's
It
not
looks
little
like a
one
door
either.
handle.
My goodness. Are you sure it's not?
I think it was a door handle.
Sure it's not a door handle.
That's terrifying. Oh Lord.
My goodness.
The things people put inside themselves. Makes you
Lovely.
uncomfortable, doesn't it? Just a tingling slightly in a really unpleasant way. Yeesh.
Anyway, back to the more pleasant stuff.
Yes, indeed.
But I just wanted to mention that because I thought it was funny.
Yeah.
I heard you that.
It's very
Oh,
funny.
darling, let's do something different tonight. Oh God, I can imagine that's how the conversation went. But you hear stories about this all the time. Do you ever see that? Do you ever see Jackass when they stuck a toy car up his ass?
No, I have not because I don't like Jackass.
I found that quite funny.
I'm sure you did.
Because I'm a child.
Yeah.
I am a child. So just got to go to it. We're going to talk more about the podcast and what it's going to be. It's going to be like
Indeed.
this. Basically, this is the pilot episode. So we don't know when we're going to do the next one.
No.
I'd like to think that we're going to do this one, figure out how to do it, and then come back either a week or a couple of weeks later.
Yeah.
But this is episode 1. If you like it, let us know. If you don't like it, tell us what you don't like, and be nice. We're new. We're vulnerable.
To be fair, even it's not even a case of you having to be nice about it. It's a case of
Being constructive.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Constructive criticism to us is so much more valuable than you turn around and go, "No, you're shit," and it's like because that doesn't help anyone.
Because we get that from our friends all the time.
Exactly. We don't know. We get that in our
I
daily
don't
lives.
need that. My girlfriend tells me on a regular basis how shitty I am. So I you know.
We all tell him how bad he is.
Yeah, thanks, bud. I have you know I'm very talented.
Yeah, you
I
keep
can
telling
play,
us
I
that.
can play piano. I can sing. I'm not very good at video games. I love video games, but I'm terrible at them. I think that's fair to say. I love them, but I'm rubbish.
Yeah, I feel you.
And that's fine. You can love something and be bad at it.
Very true.
I know a lot of people that like cooking, but are shit at it. You know?
Yeah, no, I feel you.
Shout out to my mum. No, she doesn't even like it, though. She'll happily admit she hates it. But yeah, so if you have any good comments for us, you leave them. Tell us what you think.
Yeah.
We want to know. We want to make this as good as we can. Well, hopefully we've been funny. Hopefully we've been informative. Hopefully we've been entertaining.
Yeah.
I like to think so.
We're
going to listen back to this ourselves and pick holes.
Exactly. Well, this is the thing as well, because obviously this one we've talked a lot about games and stuff because that's what we're into. But obviously that it's not going to be the same every week. It's not like we're going to be sat here talking specifically about games every week. It might make an appearance here or there.
Yeah.
But obviously it's just something that we picked up. Well, I picked up on an E3, for instance, and I thought it's something that it interests me, so I'll talk about it.
Yeah, and also we'll talk about music and stuff. I like music. We're both into music.
Very much so.
I'm into cars.
I'm also into theatre.
Darling. We have multifaceted interests.
Indeed we do.
And this is our platform to talk about them. Much in the same way the channel isn't just about video games.
No, it's not.
Like you saw the latest upload, other than this, is an unboxing of a Sony radio.
Which for some reason people love. Like, I don't personally understand it.
Good.
This is the other thing as well. There could be
is
some
it
short.
Is it getting a lot of love?
Who knows? I have no idea,
I'll
mate.
have a look.
I haven't checked in a while. But this is the thing. Obviously, we'll also be doing other things. Like we might be doing small skits.
Yeah.
Which would be fantastic. Which would be hilarious.
Yeah. I can't promise we're not going to call it Who Gives a Skit.
See, it's and that's the thing as well, because obviously we want people to get involved with it as well.
Absolutely.
Like obviously we challenge Chris. I'm going to have as many different people in with me as possible because it would be hilarious. I will never purport to be very good at games. So
See, someone loves my radio unboxing.
Oh, that's nice.
I'm pretty pleased with it.
Oh,
Pretty pleased.
cool.
Maybe I'm going to do more stuff like that.
Yeah,
I
definitely.
like cheap gadgets. I do. I like cheap gadgets. I don't know why.
Yeah,
I just have a love for something that's cheap but does one thing and does it very well.
that's
And
fair.
the Sony radio, I actually look at it now. I took it to Le Mans
Right,
in
okay.
France. And I used it there. It's quite loud,
Yeah.
so I had to plug it into an amplifier. The sound quality of that little radio is wicked, so good. And even to be fair, if you watch the unboxing, I did it here, and you and I both know that here's a bit of a radio dead spot.
Yeah.
I don't know why.
No
It's just
idea.
a dead spot where I live, and I listened to a couple of stations. They sounded really crystal. My car doesn't do that good a job, but my car's got problems with its radio. It's got auto dab. This thing called auto dab.
Auto dab.
Auto dab.
See, if you had a camera
Auto
right now,
dab.
if we had the webcam or whatever going and there was
You would
visuals for
dab.
this, I would have auto dabbed. Anyway, do you know what? I think that's it, isn't it? That's our first episode.
It's because
done.
you've seen the time on the recording. You've gone, oh, I'm done with that. I need a poo. That's what you've done.
I don't need a poo, though.
I do.
Mate, there is something wrong with your rectum.
Probably not. Anyway, I'd like to hope not. If not, I need to go to the doctors. So yeah, that's it for this week. If you want, you can follow me on Twitter at Mark Willingham.
You can follow me on Twitter at TheRealSeaBorden.
And of course, check out the YouTube channel. Search for Curious Crow, and you'll find us. We're called Curious Crow Productions because someone else got there first.
Oh, it's an outrage.
Bastards. Anyway, that's it from us. We'll hopefully see you next week, or in a couple of weeks, or in some time when this pilot episode has had enough time to mature and we get some feedback. But
it
yes,
sits in the barrel for 24 hours and gathers the flavour.
indeed. But that's it from us. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.
Bye.